We're going to do something special. We're going to play the top 5 games from 2025. And I've looked at BigWinBoard to decide what those games are, because they are basically the games that either won or managed to get as far as possible within their system.
Yeah.
And then I threw in one special one, Holy Hand Grenade 2, as the sequel winner of 2025 at Fruity Slots.
Yeah, on that, I mean, some people would probably be mad that you're only looking at BigWinBoard, but I think it makes sense because I think it is the most influential website, I would say, right now for which games would be considered the game of the year. And so whatever you find there is probably going to echo similar sentiments out in other websites. So I think it's a pretty fair way of doing
It's
it.
exactly that. When I checked out the other websites, there was such a big overlap. I just decided to take these 5 games,
Right.
and they're quite different. They're quite fun, so I think it's
Yeah.
good. But as always, we provide the scientific evidence for a game being good, yes or no. So people had to wait a little bit to really find out what is the best game of 2025. But it's all going to
Right.
happen now in this stream.
Yeah.
So we're basically playing every game for 100 spins. I got a little leaderboard that will keep track of the spins and the score, with our little characters moving across the track as well. And
Cool.
then at the end of the stream, it'll finally be known what is the best game.
Yeah. I mean, 100 spins is not a whole lot, to be honest, but it's a very scientifically rigorous way, so it's fine.
Yeah, 100 is more than enough to establish
Totally.
our scientific method here.
Yeah.
We got Duck Hunters, we got Holy Hand Grenade 2, we got La Cowboy, we got Mental 2, and Pirates 4.
Maybe Duck Hunters first.
Let's do it.
I agree. Pretty diverse set of games this year, and pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of similar studios that you would expect, but the actual game concepts are quite diverse. So this game, I mean, right away, it's Sugar Rush kind of inspired game where, I mean, basically the No Limit City rationale for making this game, I saw in an interview, was to combine Sweet Bonanza and Sugar Rush, because Sweet Bonanza has scatter pace and Sugar Rush has this mechanic of, behind every position that wins, you get like a 2x multiplier, and then it becomes a 4x, and the multiplier behind the position doubles.
Yeah.
So it's just combining scatter pace with that, and then Prague kind of ended up copying that as well and making their own like sort of scatter pace Sugar Rush game, and. But this one has more character, and I think probably does a bit better, to be honest. This one was a huge hit for No Limit City, right when it came out, and stayed strong to this day.
Because I think this is the actual game that also won.
Like
it won the unofficial list. I mean, the official list is what's happening right here, but at least there's something.
Yeah.
I enjoyed playing this. I don't like Sweet Bonanza or Sugar Rush, but I did like this one. Which is weird.
What do you think about scatter pace?
In what way?
I don't know, just as a general, like if you were to compare cluster pace versus scatter pace versus 2, 4, 3 ways. I mean, there's tons of things that can be said for each one.
Yeah. I think the scatter pace is more intuitive because it's actually all over the screen, whereas cluster pace is always adjacent. And I notice that whenever I play a game that has either, that I get confused if it's not scatter.
Okay.
So I guess it's just my bias, my preference.
I'm quite the opposite, to be honest. I expect clusters to pay, and I can get confused when I see scatters. Like when I see a cluster like that, like those whiskey bottles there, they were like all in a big cluster. I'm like, oh, why didn't that pay? But either way, it was pretty quick to buy into either one. Like that, those Mango, I call him, the guy who is smoking a cigar. I'm not sure. I think there's another American famous person that one is based on. We see Hillary Clinton is quite obviously one of the other ones. I think all these people are kind of They are some kind of person.
Oh, it's based on Duck Dynasty.
Duck
Well, that would
Dynasty.
make sense. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never really watched it though. I've just seen trailers. I think it's like on History Channel.
But I'm like, have a look on how similar Duck Dynasty's main figure is. Like, it's very obvious that it's him. And having, like, I'm surprised that they're getting away with it to an extent, because obviously, like, that's a hit show. Like, some broadcast network is making billions off of it, and you would expect them to sort of protect their IP if somebody came and called Duck Hunters and it's got him in it. And I don't think they paid for it, but
yeah. I'm guessing maybe a lot of these slot games just fly under the radar in general.
Yeah, I think so
you
too.
can get away with a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they did the same with in True Grit. They had Daniel Day-Lewis. You know, you would expect him to also be sort of very expensive, but again, I don't think they're not going to notice. You know, this is too niche. Yeah, Land of the Free and the Home of the Brave. You know, I have some tea basically. There was a version where in Saint, what do you call it? The prison slots, San Quentin 2, they had some very, very famous dictator prisoners for a long while, but then they ended up scrapping it towards the end and went with more safer stuff.
So we got a little duck moving around the track, but you know, it's been 72 spins and only 22.8 bet multiplier. It's not great.
Right, so you're getting score for every win?
Yeah, so it's just the bet multiplier that I count as a score.
One thing that bothers me about this game is like when you look at the pay table, it's so limited in terms of what prices actually are available on the different ones. So you only have 3 prizes for each one. And it's just like the difference between 11 symbols and 12 symbols is just ridiculously big. You know?
Yeah. I guess to keep some sort of low hit rate or high hit rate, but still have a high potential.
Yeah, exactly. There could be many reasons. But overall, a good game. I mean, they managed to do something as well that is quite strong, is that in Sugar Rush and those games, there's like the first hit, you're just kind of marking the position. Then on the second hit, you're getting a 2x. Here, you're getting the 2x right away from like it appears on the first hit. And then you make use of it on the second hit. So you're like one doubling close or like further on, you could say, in these compared to Sugar Rush. So I think that's a really good reason to play this. And then you have more fun features as well. So I think it makes sense that it's a very popular game. And that mechanic is great as well. Like, it's just so nice to build up a lot of multipliers behind the reels and just start to hope. But honestly, like, are you sure this is scatter pace, or is it just that the winning symbols also disappear? No, it can't be that. But like you see, the win animation only happens on the actual cluster, but then all the other symbols disappear. So you see the queens there that didn't connect with the cluster, they didn't do a win animation, but they're going to disappear there in the bottom right. See there?
So it's just to like make the next drop more exciting, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. Just a bit tricky, but or like maybe easy to get confused, but also quite nice. Like, once you know about that, you'd rather have it than not have it, just because it's the worst when the game just fills up with trash. So if you can remove some trash, then that's just good.
I mean, it's interesting because it kind of, when we were talking earlier about the difference between cluster and scatter, we both get confused for a different reason, but in this game, both things happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it is definitely.
So it is here. Yeah, it is cluster.
Yeah. but you
After
also
Vince,
remove the other ones. Interesting tactic.
yeah, I just never realized that even. That's cool.
Yeah. It might be the most innovative thing they actually did here because, or I don't know if innovative, like it's not incredibly inventive, but I think it's quite smart because it does help. Um, because those are always the symbols that are gonna be worthless as well. Like
Yeah,
by employing that, you're always gonna remove some trash that you don't want. You're never gonna really
yeah,
destroy any kind of like potential. So I quite like it as a mechanic for cluster base.
yeah. It's clever. It's well done.
I think this one is quite worthy of being up here in as a game of the year contender, for sure. It's a very strong game that they put a lot of effort into. They did the whole I don't know what to call it, like, but the whole scheme of doing multiple releases on the same game, which I mean, definitely a very cool idea. And there's just no way to make a game like this without scripting it pretty heavily. So that gets me like not super excited when I'm seeing like a max win symbol appear. But I understand that like it does get a lot of Pirates fans excited, and I don't want to take that away from them at all. And I mean, it is a crazy cool set of features with like a whole lot of craziness happening. So I think they're nailing craziness really well, far better than we managed to do in Chomplings, no doubt about it.
I mean, what the hell just happened there? I've never seen everything explode. Yeah, I think this game is absolutely bonkers. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot of the logical things that I thought I figured out with Pirates don't happen. Like in this
Mm-hmm.
case, he's asking to swap. The other guy says no, and then they
Mm-hmm.
swap anyways. So that's fine. Sometimes he has to swap, they just swap. And sometimes they never ask to swap, even though if they would swap, they can actually, get their color.
I mean, it just makes no sense. Why would they swap if he says no? I feel like what's the point of even having a no then? Or
I mean, the no is when there is no swap at all. And the no visually is then to create some kind of craziness because then they just throw each other at a
oh,
different
they never say
direction.
yes. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, they say yes as well, but then that's what I mean. It's hard to find the logic sometimes.
What's the difference between a yes and a no?
A yes is that you swap positions with each other, and a no is that he takes the parrot and then throws him far away.
Oh, fair, fair, fair. Okay.
But what I don't really get, but I guess I get it, is you have basically three different games in here that largely use the same feature. Oh, come on, get me that thousands one. Zero. Um, so when you get the special here, you got these vultures with flamethrowers. When you get the special on the ice map, I think it's like a big yeti in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of forgot what it is on the first one. But I think that's the only difference, and besides that, everything else is the same.
Right. Yeah, but it makes sense.
Which is a lot of effort to put into a game, but I guess it's their flagship title from Elk.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're
I
at
mean,
number
if you can just
4,
keep a game like this up at the top of the shelves, then they could keep on making a new skin like this every month, basically, and it would just pay for itself. They could make 12 new worlds to Pirates a year. It would just make the game very, very big. But like from a money making perspective, there wouldn't be like a problem with it really.
hmm,
But yeah, Pirates 5 is being worked on. They were not able to like showcase it on ice. It looks like an Egypt world now, which I guess is to be expected. Do you
does it take
know?
8? 8 to 9 months to make a single pirate game. Kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know if there's like a progression to the story with the different worlds in Pirates 4? Because I mean, it starts off kind of in space, and then it goes to the ice world, right? And then it goes to the fiery world.
Oh yeah, so the feature in the space one is basically a UFO that comes and picks you up, and then you battle with it. And if you lose, it continues. If you win, then the feature ends. But I've never really felt that there is a logical way of going from space to frost to volcano. So I don't think they're tied together story-wise.
I mean, I guess it's just you're in space and then you visit different planets. So there's a volcano planet and a ice planet, but there's no like, I don't know, there's no quest that they're out on here that they're like getting closer to achieve or anything like that.
I don't think so.
They're just fucking around.
I mean, they're parrots after all.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a lot of consideration with their actions.
No. Of all the parrots in the world, the ones that set out to be pirates are gonna be the most random of them and the least reliable ones.
Took me a while as well to understand why the bombs in the corners when they go off, but it's basically when it's a color match as well, because the left one is standing on a bomb, but it's a green light, so that's why it's not going off.
Yeah.
I've played quite a few bonuses of this. Never the super bonus, like Chad is saying as well. Never seen that one. Don't even know what it does. But from my play, it seems to have a decent hit rate on the bonus. The base one. We're also playing on Wunderino, because they have the 96% versions of games, but Pirates doesn't have a 96, they just have 94, which is quite disappointing.
Yeah, that was a while ago that Elk was quite early with just stop offering 96 at all, and they just have 94, and the community was not happy about it. And yeah, maybe that's why you get comments like you say now where people say that I hate Elk math the most. I think there are other reasons as well, but that's when their math team started to be a little bit frowned upon amongst the community, I would say. That's when they did that. Of course, it's not the mathematician's fault at all that they go full 94. Like, that's a CEO decision. But yeah, to be honest, like, I struggle to find casinos these days that do 96 when I'm playing outside of crypto. So sometimes I just play 94 anyways and kind of hate it.
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, I do find it odd that you wouldn't offer it, because there will be operators that want 96.
Yeah.
So it feels like a strange business decision from a B2B to basically limit it on their end.
Right. Yeah, but maybe they want to be the low RTP version on Wunderino. Like, it can be good in a sense if like from a money making perspective, like if like all the other providers have 96 versions, then you might not worry about RTP that much, and you're going into different games and you just play what you want to play. But then it turns out that this game is actually costing 50% more from your pocket than the next game that offers 96. But Elk are making more money.
Yeah, and I think it probably has something to do as well that from a player perspective, because all these game rounds, they take such a long time when there is just a little bit of a win involved, that you don't feel the drain as much on your balance as with other games.
Yeah.
Top 5 Sweden is saying that their Vegas have a lot of 96% RTP games. But then they must have changed that because they were one of the first to basically drop to 94. But then I guess they turned that back.
Or it could be some other games that are 96.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed to see 94 on big time gaming slots for Betsson. There was a long time when they only had 94 or 96, but they have 94 now as well. It's a bit sad.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's quite difficult when you're a small studio and the operators just say like, yeah, okay, you can do whatever you want, but we're not going to take your game unless it's 94 available. And when enough operators say that, then you just have a choice to like basically, be outside of the market or offer 94. And that's kind of where we found ourselves in. We were forced by Relax, but we didn't fight them that hard because we saw it. We understood that that's just how the business was going at the moment, and there was just no way to continue with pure 96 in that landscape. So
no, I mean even when I was still at Quickspin, that was already changing. You had to offer it. It was mostly for the UK market back then.
Yeah.
And then recently it's been every market.
Pretty much.
But it's been coming for a while.
Yeah. But we always recommend the 96 when we can, and we'll continue to offer it as much as we can.
Okay, Pirots is taking the lead here.
I mean, so far it feels like if someone can just get a bonus, they're going to be in a very good spot. I mean, 60... Yeah, okay, but it's the accumulated, right?
It's accumulated, yeah.
So yeah, we're looking at 60% RTP type of rounds here, which is not that rare at all for just a 100-spin session. But yeah, getting a bonus will make your game a whole lot better in terms of game of the year candidacy.
Okay, the vultures with the flamethrowers have arrived.
Oh shit.
Shenanigans
ensue.
I love it how the pirates all just beautifully land on the nests that will not give them a win.
But in a game like this, you're not even mad about it almost. It's just like, yeah, of course they're going to do that. You can just see it from a mile away. And it's just so much part of the experience.
I mean, I'm keeping Holy Hand Grenade for the last, because then he can just come in and swoop the win away.
Yeah, let's hope so. We're not statistically, I think we might not hit a bonus, but we could.
I've never hit a bonus on this game.
No, this one is also very difficult to hit on. I mean, all these bonuses, or all these games are obviously very difficult to hit the bonus on. We've had at least 300 spins. Oh, okay, it was just 25x. Never know with Mantle sometimes.
I mean, he overtook the duck now. Or she overtook the duck.
Where did you get that character from? Is that like from the game at any point? The full body?
I mean, I took the top image and then asked Nano Banana to create a full body person out of it.
Crazy.
And then I took a side view and then animated it with Kling to make it walk.
Christ. AI has gone far. We are deep into AGI now. The singularity was 6 months ago.
I mean, I think it's awesome. Like all
Yeah,
these graphics that I'm using is just based on one single symbol.
yeah, it's really cool.
Like even the duck, the way it walks, it like really, walks like a duck, shakes its ass like ducks do.
Yeah, you can't use it for slot game development though, as far as we know. Like we are kind of we're letting people play around with AI on their own, but we're not using AI as far as like the final thing at all. Um, but yeah, I think there's too many like animations that need to be exactly like this, exactly like that, and exactly in this moment, and exactly not in that moment, and yada yada,
Mm.
for it to really work.
Yeah, I think, I mean, for concepting, fantastic. And then for the purpose that I use it, where I'm taking an existing image and then just alter it slightly to fit my need,
Yeah,
then it works as well.
yeah, really good.
We moved on to the potential winner here of today, and Mental
But
is taking the lead.
yeah, okay. So mental still hit. You would think that No Limit City was too volatile to win like 100 spin race, but there they are in the lead.
I mean, in all the tests I've done prior, it's always been Pirates that came out on top. This is the
That would
first
make
time that
sense.
Mental came out on top.
Yeah, I mean Pirates is a game with very very few 1000x type wins, so you get more of the 50 and 100x wins.
But I'm hoping for the Bishop here because, in all the other
Uh,
tests, the Bishop was pretty much at the back.
it's true, Scrunch. Yeah, we have real volatility in our game still, but
Real volatility, not like that
yeah,
fake volatility from
no,
others. Is that what you're saying?
this will
Yeah,
actually hurt your wallet. Like
yeah.
this will drain you. But you can actually get some big wins as well. But yeah.
I mean, my balance is like, I hope I get some wins, otherwise I have to deposit here.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, you might not. But yeah, which one do you think has been the best from production perspective so far? Maybe excluding Holy Hand Grenade.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
honestly, Pirates 4 for me, because
Yeah,
it's just such a bombastic, over the top, filled with goodies type of thing. Done very well. Whereas if you look at something like the Cowboy, it's like the opposite. It's like minimalistic, but done very well.
yeah,
But I enjoy Pirates the most from a gameplay perspective out of those two. And then I think Mental 2 is really interesting because it's just, I mean, it's typical No Limit City, but it's just so different than what the others do.
yeah,
And they do it so well.
yeah. I think what I like about Mental 2 out of these games is that it has real potential in the base game. Um, you can really get something out of it there. That I like. I think Pirates, yeah, not a huge fan of the whole concept, but kind of fun as well. Like, kind of on it all.
Oh my
Oh, there it
God.
is.
I
Let's
was just
go.
gonna
But then
go and
again,
deposit more money into it.
yeah, but you might need to anyways. This is gonna be a solid like 8x win here at most. I mean, I'd be happy with an 8x win to be honest. This
You'd
is
be
real
happy with an
volatility.
8x win.
This is real volatility, Joachim.
What kind of
Gotta.
defeatism is that?
It's real volatility gaming. This is. Oh, we got one at least. It almost looked like on my screen like it was two. I have kind of low frame rate here on the Google video.
Oh, okay, I needed that. Stay in the game.
Mm. Ah, the five. I didn't see that. Oh, nice. Okay, we're going somewhere.
Yeah, go left though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, that was good. Okay, some more spins. Ooh, this one is fun. It's ideally there we would have a blue, And grenade is the best to have on
Yeah.
the right side, but we'll take it. Oh, just need a few more grenades now to really make it. To connect the center and the left. Or connect the right and the left. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. I
Came in
thought it was
clutch
gonna be
there.
made. Yeah. Yeah, they're still kind of spread out. The different frames. No.
Come on. Just one more. Ah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Oh! It actually happened, Carl.
What?
Well, scientifically,
Mm-hmm.
Holy Hand Grenade 2 is the best game of 2025.
Well, I had a feeling. That's why I
So
made it.
with this, how many people know that you can keep it pressed?
Yeah, who knows?
Because I
The
got
ones that
really
do.
fed up of just pressing one each time.
Like caveman.
Are
Ooh,
you kidding me?
nice one.
100x?
Nice. That's sweet. Okay, so there's not even a competition here.
No, it's so obvious.
Smackaroo.
I mean, Scrunch was right. Every game has beaten the other.
Yep.
So what's gonna happen now with my code? Is it working? It is actually working.
Wow,
Okay.
look at that. Leaving the rest all the way in the back. Let's get a bonus as well.
I mean, we're just doing like a free roll victory laps
Yeah.
here of the last 10 spins.
You can show off your amazing achievement bounty as a result of your 100x win here. You got. Bam. So yeah, that
I have
should be in.
193 as well.
Yeah.
Getting close.
It's not the juiciest button, but it's better than being a regular old pundit.
No. I mean, the distance between number 1 and number 2 is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy how Duck Hunters fell so far behind. Like, given the way that game is sort of mechanically set up, you would kind of think that it wouldn't be that volatile. Because, multipliers kind of appear on every spin that you win. You got cascades, you got scatter pace. All these things are technically, like, if you just plug them straight into a math model, they become quite expensive. But then again, they had that pay table thing where, again, if you hit the low payer and it's not more than 12 symbols, you're getting, 1x at most. So that's what's kind of keeping that one still low in terms of payouts over a 100 spin session, I guess.
And I think it's also a little bit with the general criticism of 100 spins not being very reflective of actual game. Because in all the other tests, Duck Hunters was always at the top. So
no, those were all faulty experiments for one reason or another. This was the real
No, that's
one.
true. That's true. This is the only actual truth that is happening here today. Okay, but I think we can stop it here. So that was a good run. I'm happy that that you won, Carl. Well, congratulations with best slot of 2025.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, to be fair, we didn't even win like a 20 Game of the Year award, so we kind of should have been the other ones, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
And next year will definitely be in all the Game of the Year runnings for sure. We're always going for Game of the Year, so this is a great accomplishment for us, of course. But we're going to continue. That's for sure.
Good stuff. All right. Thanks for joining, Carl. It was good
Thanks.
fun.
And thanks for the nice widget as well. works really well, and was really nice, to be honest.
Yeah, next time we're gonna try it without lag, and then it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, yeah, I think it will. And thanks for everybody who joined in the chat as well. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys in the Discord as well. Those guys who joined there, which is most of you guys. So yeah, awesome to see.
All right, good stuff. Take care, everybody.
Take care. Have a good one. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Descendo,